Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about a type of Dungeons and Dragons participant. All right, and that Dungeons and Dragons participant type is Nosto. What is a Nosto? It is somebody who specifically plays Dungeons and Dragons but refuses to play any modern version of Dungeons and Dragons. The most common Nostos are first edition Nostos. They run BX, they run Beckme, they run Moldve, they run Meltzer, and basically all 1E Dungeons and Dragons. And these are people who actually play Dungeons and Dragons today, right? But they generally castigate. They don't do it like oh, I play this and I don't worry about 5e. They're very against 5e. You're almost never going to find somebody who plays 1e who has a kind word for 5e. And they are playing for nostalgia. They're called Nostos because they play for nostalgia. And this is very important. So generally, who are these people? Well, they're generally people who are like, oh gosh, I wish it was 1984. And that's it. Like, it's just like they won't. They're like, oh, remember when I was in the basement playing with my friends? That's what I'm trying to recreate now that I'm 50 or 60 or 70. And it is extremely sad, and it is extremely non-productive. And Scott, why worry about it? What's it hurt? It hurts a lot, right? And the reason why is these are some of the best dungeon masters, some of the best dungeon performers in the world, right? And they make sure that their ability to teach others is completely nil. And the reason why is nobody, like, when you blow dust off of your books, no young people are going to be excited. They're not excited to get to the table and go, what are all these horrible words that would get me canceled if I tell anyone I'm playing this game, right? Like, you can't attract any new players. And the reality is we really need these new players to very much be, we really do need new players to be, coming into Dungeons & Dragons, and they should really be getting great lessons on how to be a dungeon master, how to be a dungeon performer. But instead, these Nostos seal themselves in amber and make sure they never get in any position like in a D&D 5e game where anyone young could ever learn from their wisdom. And so that's the harm. It's bad, right? So that is a Nosto. A Nosto is a type of Dungeons & Dragons participant, in my humble opinion. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.